Hello everybody, my name is RV Last and welcome to a brand new game called A Knight's Reunion, a text-based game. There we go, that's the one I wanted to say. Alright, two knights reminiscing their days or something like that. Here we go. Alright, you walk along the field carrying your companion. He was gravely injured in an ambush that occurred minutes ago. You spot a secluded cave which you could use for shelter. You need to bring him somewhere where you both can be safe. And fast. Alright then. You step into the cave, feeling his weight on your back. You laid him down to rest and wipe away some of the blood from his mouth. His eyes are tired and his breath is short. He's dying, but you refuse to confront that truth. It's too dark in here. You begin to light a fire. There's dragons in here. You are gonna die. Oh, hi. Fire. The ember flicks and lights up the fire. The flame brings warmth, something you need badly right now. As you finish lighting the fire, his strained voice appears. Do you remember our first journey together? Our first journey together, my buddy. Few knights in the land of Lokran travel alone. When the cosmic being awoke and its terrible young took over the land, it was no longer safe to travel the roads. Everyone fights to survive, and you fight a lot better with a partner. What the hell's Lokran? When you think of Lokran, you think remember the open fields. This continent has been your home since your birth. The farmland you grew up on taught you the creation and preservation, which you believe to be the most important tenets of life. Recent events have caused you to reevaluate. Yeah, that sucks. Cosmic being, what do we got? No one can describe the cosmic being. One day it awoke from the ocean bed and sang its terrible song. The being disappeared just as fast as it appeared. The world irreparably reshaped by its aria. Is this Cthulhu? Is this Cthulhu? Do we have Cthulhu in here? Do we have the great old ones as well? Alright, partner. You take a... I thought there were sounds in there for a sec. You take a second to count the months in your head. You remember the day the two of you met well. It was 5 years ago now, he begins. I hadn't the first clue about defending myself, let alone others. I needed help, and I met you out at the tavern. The rain was howling outside. You had stepped into the local bar for respite. Vertical wolves had been spotted outside of the town, and were closing in fast. You needed someone to watch your back if you're going to stand a chance against them. It was then you met him for the first time. He was sitting down at the table, trembling and nursing an ale. He had a scabbard on his back, but you could see in his face how he feared for his own blade. What the hell are vertical wolves? Beasts that walk like men. Oh, werewolves. Got it. They're ravenous in nature, although distressingly show brief flashes of humanity. Most vertical wolves have clawed their own eyes out because they do not want to see the horrors that their eyes can perceive. Really now? Why would you do that? Alright. What was the first thing you said to me back then? It's quite a blade. Do you know how to use it? But hey, you always wanted to sound cooler than you really were. I was so intimidated by you then, but now I know you're a big dweeb. He pulls off the best smile he can manage in his current state. For a briefest moment, everything feels calm and you smile too. He's not going anywhere. You're brought back to reality by him sputtering blood. What about the other one? Are you the only soldier this town has? You always knew how to make someone feel good about themselves. He may have been injured, but his sarcasm wasn't. I was so intimidated by you. Someone of your stature, questioning my ability. I really wasn't ready to defend anyone. I'm surprised you stayed with me for as long as you have. What about the last one? Sorry, I didn't remember. It was 5 years ago. Figures. It's never left my mind. As he turns to look you into the eyes, you see happiness in a smile. You were straight to the point. You pointed at my sword and said, "Danger is coming. I needed your assistance." It was the first time anybody ever relied on me. I felt responsible. I felt like I had been given purpose, direction, and here I am now, dragging you down. That's not true, you begin. But before you can say any more, you're interrupted by his violent cough of blood. Alright, we probably go with this guy. Okay, well, let's see. Maybe... Okay, don't plan on leaving you yet. Yeah, of course. Okay, so basically it still goes the same thing. I couldn't get rid of you if I tried. Guess I'm a real jerk. Okay, so everything goes here, so there's not much point going back to the other side, because it always goes here anyway. He wouldn't have been your first choice, but you weren't getting any other options. You told him how about the wolves were closing in, and something had to be done. Oh, good lordy, did I? Okay, well, never mind, whatever. You dragged him out of the tavern, and you unsheathed your sword. Oh, great. I was really scared, you know? I mean, that's obvious. You knew I was scared before we stepped outside. But, when I saw you fighting for the first time, I was amazed. I'd never seen a fighter so graceful before. It was beautiful. He never was very smooth, but there was something to like about his clumsiness. The way he bumbled into his feelings. You could always tell that he meant it, no matter what. Alright. You weren't sure exactly how the two of you survived your encounter with the wolves. It's all a blur, looking back on it now. But what you do remember was the first time you held him. The warmth of his body shivering with both fear and excitement of being alive, and the rain streaming down your face. Oh boy, I think I know where this is going. His eyes goes distant. After a moment of contemplation, he speaks again. Promise me that you'll take care of the garden. I won't have to because you're going to make it. Stay with me. Oh, he's not gonna stay. You see how his face focus on determination. He speaks to take his mind off of the pain. What was your favorite adventure that we went together? We defeated the Cerberus of Shack Lake. I was certain that we wouldn't survive, but then you leaped up from above and cleaved its head in one swing. Oh, really? You trained me well. I wouldn't be half the warrior I am now if we had never met. His thoughts grow deeper and the pauses between his sentences became larger. You gave me something to fight for. You showed me my purpose. And now I'm going to... He trails off, but he doesn't want to say the word that is present at the end of all things. I failed you once again. I only wanted to protect you, and here I am now, bleeding on the floor of a dark cave. Some night I am. You're not a failure. I promise you. From where I lie, I see differently. His voice is harsh. I'm sorry. You all saw the best in me, and I was always afraid of letting you down. For me, it felt like an inevitability. A matter of when, not if. The answer was now, as it turns out. Before you get a chance to say something, he sputters blood again. Got a piece of cloth from your scarf to bandage his wound. What about the other one? Nothing like that. You're gonna make through this. I'm an optimist to the end. His face looks more tired than before. I don't think I'm ever see you giving up on anything. I'm sorry to say, but I don't think we're gonna win this one. Before you get a chance to say something, okay. So what about the other adventure? When we saved the king of Lucerne, when we brought him honor, the joy in his daughter's face made me realize that we were creating some good in this world. Ah. You see his eyes drift beyond you into the past. I remember the smile on your face when they were reunited. I know you always put up a tough exterior, but I saw something special that day. I knew I wanted you to protect your smile. Oi! Oi, the Yahweh is real! The Yahweh is real! He considered each word as he said them, and yet you can tell he's still not entirely happy with how that came out. You grab a cloth that you cut from his scarf and attempt to bandage his wound. Well, now it's time for me to protect yours. He cannot contain his smile and begins to giggle. This happiness is real. He is not fading. There is no way. It's not time for him to leave yet. You're not ready for him to leave. You finish wrapping the bandage around his abdomen. Whatever. You could tell the pressure stung a bit, but you did the best you could. Well, what about the other one? Where'd you get such a cheesy line? He becomes flustered. I'm sorry. It just slipped out. I'm sorry. That was awful. You apologize too much, you know that? You can say it as you finish wrapping the bandages around his abdomen. Okay, whatever. Say nothing and focus on bandaging him. The silence stings. He tries to apologize. I'm sorry. That was lame. And bad. No, you're fine. I'm trying to focus. Hold still. You say it while attempting to play the medic. In your life, there has been more fighting than healing. Right now, you wish that hadn't been the case. You finish wrapping the bandage around his abdomen. You can tell the pressure stung a bit, but you did the best you could. Alright, let's actually go with the first choice. And bandage his wound. You do your best to wrap the makeshift bandage around his abdomen. You can tell from his gasp that it stings. Sorry, you instinctively replied. It's okay, he says. Well, everything is not okay. I can feel myself going. This is not an easy thing to ask, but I have one request of you, my dear friend. His speech is belabored and tired. The pain is too much for me. I want you to put me out of my misery. It would only feel right to die by your hand. You struggle to fully believe the words that he is saying. He yearns for a death of honor. There's no way I can do that. Oh my goodness, the seppuku is real. Except these are knights. Please. He pleads. This is not how you wanted this to end. Close your eyes. Open your eyes. He's breathing pained. This is not how you wanted to... Okay. Stab him. He lets out a gasp that the breath is driven out of his body, and then silence. His suffering is over. You fall to the ground and cry. You feel so tired. Tired of everything. Everything has gone wrong. What is there to do? Hold him. Keep holding him in his arms. Keep holding him. You refuse to let go. Keep holding him. You don't know what else to do. Keep holding him. You know what is to end. Keep holding him. Keep it in your arms. Keep holding him. You refuse to let go. You know what else to do. You know what is the end. Okay, let go. Hi, what the hell is this? You gently let go of his body. You stand up and wipe away your tears. The fire dies out. There's only one thing you want to do right now. Once again, you pick up his body and carry him out of the cave. What the heck is this? Oh, I just realized it was the campfire. Derp. You turn to what remains of your home and bury him amongst the garden that he tended to. You bury him with a ring so he may at least have it in the next life. It's hard to know what to do now. Few nights in the land of Lokran travel alone. And although it really feels like it right now, you are not alone. Yay! What if we kill ourselves? That would be terrible. That would be terrible. I don't think that's a good thing. Stab yourself. You raise your sword and quickly throw it to the ground. That's not what he would have wanted you to do. That's not what you want for you. You stand up. Oh, okay. It'd be the same thing. Interesting. Aww. The Yahweh was real. The Yahweh was real. Not that I say it's terrible, but the Yahweh was real. Anyway, this is it for me today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check out the game for yourself. It's gonna be down in the description down below. It might be a much better resolution than what you're seeing right now. But anyway, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!